This tutorial begins with the work surface open after following the lessons in Part 1. From here we see all the icons that were created in Part 1 are now visible in the sandbox just to the right of the work surface area. Since we opened a new file, the work surface will be blank and we can create our first preset. Before we begin, check to see that the Fixed Gain button, indicated by dashes, is depressed and that the gain slider is set to 0 dB. This is to ensure that all the connections we make in our preset will have a fixed gain of 0 dB, which is the same gain as if you were connecting things together with just instrument cables. This is always a good starting point. For this preset, I will pull out the guitar and the two amplifiers. To connect devices together, click on a source node located on the right side of an icon, then click on a destination node located on the left side of an icon. For this preset, I'll connect the guitar to both amplifiers. We can name this preset at any time using the Switchblade preset edit box. I'll call this preset Clean. The name you type here will also be displayed in the black area called the Switchblade preset list, and a new empty location is created as well. This list shows all the presets created in Switchblade. Also notice that the first 12 characters of the name you type will show up in the Switchblade name edit box. This name is what will be displayed on the Switchblade front panel and is filled automatically for your convenience. You can change this name if you prefer to have a different name show on the LCD display. I'll now create a more complex preset. First, I'll select the empty preset from the Switchblade preset list to give me a clear work surface. Then I'll bring out the guitar, amps, compressor, the echo, and the metal zone effect. I'll put the metal zone between the guitar and the two amps to give me a heavily driven dry tone. Notice that you can audition the sound as you create the preset, and in this case, I can now audition the metal zone by itself. I'll now connect the compressor in series with the echo to give a clean compressed sound and insert that between the guitar and amps. The echo is always set for full wet by setting the mix control on the echo so that only the echoes and not the first strike are heard. In this way, I can let the Switchblade determine the wet-dry mix, and if I like, also give the first strike a different sound than the echoes, as is demonstrated in this preset. In this Switchblade, the level of any connections can be set independently of all other connections, and in this preset I would like to make the level of the echo slightly lower than it is now with respect to the dry metal zone sound. To do this, I'll select the input to the echo to highlight it. Then, using the gain slider, I'll lower the signal going into the echo by about 6 dB, and this will give me the ratio of overdrive to clean echo that I'm looking for. In the next video, I will explain how to use the preset lists to organize your presets.